Old School Comics. This is going to be another random comic book review. This is a Master of Kung Fu 67 from 1978, starring Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu. Shang-Chi was created by Jim Starr and Steve Englehart in 1972, basically to capitalize on the growing martial art trend of the early and mid 70s. Marvel Comics had acquired the rights to the Fu Manchu character created by Sax Rohmer, and so Fu Manchu appeared in this series as Shang-Chi's evil father. Now, in more modern times, Marvel has lost the rights to the Fu Manchu character, and so they ended up, changing the name of Shang-Chi's dad. But anyway, going back, Master of Kung Fu 67 was published in 1978 by Marvel Comics. It was written by Doug Moench and penciled by Mike Zeck with inks by Fred Kaida. The cover is by former Master of Kung Fu artist Paul Gulacy. I'm not sure if it's Gulacy or Gulacy. I'm going to say Gulacy. It cost 35 cents US. This issue is part of a longer ongoing storyline referred to as the China Seas Saga. It opens with Shang and a woman named Juliet on Juliet's boat, and they're about to be boarded and attacked by several men. Shang-Chi is able to defeat the men in hand-to-hand combat, and he and Juliet retreat to her safe house. Now, Shang-Chi works alongside MI6, which is a British intelligence agency, and MI6 is on the trail of a villain named Kogar. Now, Liko, Blackjack Tar, and Clive Reston, who are all friends of Shang-Chi's, are on this case. And although they appear to be working independently, somehow they all arrive at Kogar's secret base roughly around the same time. And now we, the readers, learn that Kogar is smuggling not only opium, but also smuggling plans for microdots. Plans in microdots for a neutron bomb inside the bricks of the opium. So he's not only smuggling drugs, he's smuggling bomb plans inside of the drugs. So, there you go. Meanwhile, at Juliet's house, Juliet confesses her love to Shang-Chi, and he kisses her, and Shang, returns her affections, but however, he leaves to confront the bad guys. The other agents meet each other while fighting Kogar's guards, and roughly around that time, Shang-Chi arrives at the place and he's fighting other henchmen. And while it seems that Shang could easily defeat these guys, he lets himself get captured, and the men bring Shang in front of Kogar, and Shang-Chi claims that he wants to join Kogar's gang, and that's where the issue left off, to be concluded next issue. Now, this issue was a lot of fun. It appears to be the second to last chapter of a larger story, but it was still really easy to understand and get involved with the story. Lots of plot development, as well as some interesting emotional content. I would say Doug Moench's dialogue is crisp, and for the most part, it's actually believable as far as comics are concerned. It's not too overblown, not too cliched. The exposition scenes flowed really smoothly. I'd say Mike Zeck's pencils are really, really clear storytelling. It has the right amount of punch, and that an action type oriented series should have. One thing I really liked were the hand-to-hand fight scenes. They're a lot more grounded and believable than what you would see in a typical superhero fight scene. However, the art does seem to be very, Marvel house style. It's not as individualistic as Mike Zeck's pencils would be a few years later, when you would see stuff like the work that he did in, early 80s Captain America or Secret Wars and stuff like that. And I'm not too sure if that's Mike Zeck or if that's Fred Kita's inks. Fred Kita's inks are pretty good. They're deep, they're rich. Everything looks very solid. You have a decent amount of shading and things. And like I said, it makes everything look really solid. Now let's see here. It being a 1978 comic, of course, there's a Hostess ad in here starring Captain America in this one. There's a pretty funny ad. Well, it's not funny, but it's an interesting ad for the Godzilla comic book that Marvel started publishing around this time. It says, Let's see here. It says from Toho Productions famed movie series comes Godzilla, King of Monsters, the surprise sensation of the 70s. Coincidentally, the creators are listed here: Doug Munch and Herb Trimpe. Record the earth-shattering action every issue, and at the bottom of the page it says, "Let's not forget Devil Dinosaur and his only friend Moon Boy. Jack King Kirby does it again, and nobody does it better." There's also a pretty interesting 4-page ad for a contest or sweepstakes here. It says, "Stop the Presses." It's the famous Clark Bar Superhero Sweepstakes. And then there's like this double page spread saying you could win a trip to Gotham and appear in a superhero comic book. And there's a drawing of random Marvel characters: Superman, Spider-Man, Captain America, Hulk, Thing, and Red Sonja. It looks like this art is probably John Romita Sr. And then on the last part, they show you all the things you could win, all the various toys and whatnot, watches, little cards, posters, and whatnot. I always wondered if anybody ever really won these things. And let's see here. And what else? That's pretty much it. All in all, it's a really solid issue. A decent story, fast moving, clear plot, nice art, and just a fun time. Okay, so I guess that's it. I got to thank you very much for listening. Leave any comments you want to leave. Thanks, and you have a great day.